So let's talk about what a kilowatt hour is and figuring out the number of joules that you have to, that are in 1 kilowatt hour. So to do that, I'm just going to first start by typing kilowatt hour. And what that means is literally you're multiplying a kilowatt times an hour. So that right there is the same thing as 1 kilowatt times 1 hour. That's what that's saying. So in order to make sense of this unit, we're going to now think of it like this. Well, the question is, what is a watt? Well, if you remember, a watt is a measurement of power. And so when we talk about a watt, we know that a watt was found by taking the amount of energy that was transferred divided by the amount of time. So I'm just going to write the equation here. I'm going to say power is equal to work or energy transferred to the system, to or leaving the system over time. Well, that equation comes with units. So I'll just write the units in there as well. So we know that work is a measure of energy. It's measured in joules, and the time is measured in seconds. So that's what a watt is a joule per 1 second. So what's a kilowatt? Well, that would be the number of kilojoules per 1 second. That's all that a kilowatt is the amount of kilojoules per 1 second. So now, the next thing that we need to figure out is an hour, because if I convert the number of seconds in an hour, then I should be able to multiply these guys. If I multiply seconds by kilojoules over seconds, the seconds will cancel. So therefore, I need to figure out how many seconds are in 1 hour. So 1 hour, I know, is equal to 60 minutes. Each minute has 60 seconds. So if I take 60 times 60, that's going to be 3,600 seconds. So therefore, in 1 hour, there is 3,600 seconds. So all that being said now, what happens if I take something in kilojoules? Let me take this in this. Kilojoules per second. 1 kilojoule per second. And now I'm going to multiply it times 3,600 seconds. Let me put some space in there so it looks a little better. This is basically what a kilowatt hour is right here, is 1 kilojoule per second times 3,600 seconds. And when you do that, you're going to be left with 3,600. Let me put this in the equation mode. 3,600 kilojoules. Like that. So that's how many kilojoules are in 1 kilowatt hour. If I want to take that one step further, then I can move the decimal 3 spots to the right to make, because I'm making the unit smaller, I got to make the number bigger. So that would be 3,600,000 joules. Probably a better way to write this would be in scientific notation, which I would say 3.6 times 10 to the 6, 10 to the 6 joules. That is how many joules are in 1 kilowatt hour. This is interesting because when we look at our energy bill, and what the city charges us for in terms of energy consumption is not the amount of power that we use. It's not that. It's the amount of energy that we use. And so we're being charged for the amount of energy that we're using. And this is evident through the unit of joules. So kilowatt hours, do not get this confused. Kilowatt hours is a measurement of the amount of energy that was used.